Hello and welcome to the chronicles of my journey through Rebel, the Reddit Eternal Blood Bowl League. I'm Zinj and this is my very first time recording and doing game audio, so go easy on me. It's also my first time playing scheduled League Blood Bowl, so I thought it would be a good time to get into commentating it, as I document my journey and experiences through the league. Okay, so this is the very first game of Season 6 in GMAN, which is the European section of the Rebel. It's split into 5 divisions, and my team, 7 Circles, a Chaos team you're about to see, has started in Division 5, along with a whole set of fresh teams, plus I think one returning Skaven team that lost most of its players previously, proving there's some justice in the world after all when it comes to Skaven. Okay, so I'm playing a Wood Elf team, coached by Killerich, and we're both fresh teams. So apparently I've gone for the balls out Chaos build by including a Minotaur instead of 4 warriors. I've just got the 3 warriors. And in a second we'll just go through the proper composition of the teams. And my opponent won the toss, but being one of Elves, he probably made the right decision to defend first. So I'll just pause this for a second. So, it's a pretty standard Wood Elf build with your 2 War Dancers and a 1 catcher, letting them get 2 rerolls and no tree. When I play Woodies, I do prefer to have the tree to shore up those hits in the line of scrimmage, but this is a totally unskilled Chaos team with no skills at all, so I'm going to be relying a bit on the Minotaur with Mighty Blow to do some damage. So setting off in defense here, my plan is to possibly surf this player and hopefully just get some blocks in, get some knockdowns and try and get a numbers advantage. That's the overall plan. And I thought I'd try and leave my warriors back to do some ball handling, since they are agility free. I really want to try and get them skilled up early if I can do, so they're a bit slow, but we'll see how it goes. And straight off he gets the X reroll, nothing too exciting. Not a disastrous kick or a great kick either. So I'll just cover the ball a little bit, not brilliantly. This is probably some pretty poor play. I thought to do some basing. I didn't want to just leave 1 beastman per player, or he'd probably just block me away and knock my guys down. So I really wanted the 3 die splits, bringing in the assist here. And I got a POW. I decided to take it rather than risk the 2 dice. After all, even though the plan was to serve him. I did get an armor break, but just to stop. I thought I'd just start basing some more players before I start throwing my blocks, and it's both down. Straight away. And of course, AV9 fails. So is this going to be a game of AV7 God Armor? Or are the dice going to go in my favour? So I feel like he's making himself a beeline for the ball here, which is probably the best play. I've left this really poorly defended up here. This is quite a bad positioning on my part, really. He does get quite a few POWs. Well, defender stumbles, which is a POW in my case. Fortunately, just stuns for me so far too. Until he uses his War Dancer, of course. Practically everyone's on the floor, so not a great start and pretty bad position on my part. Catch dodges away. Now I thought he would make a sort of push the ball here, but he didn't. So I'll see if I can try and recover from this mess I put myself in. So I really want to make sure he doesn't just start running Elves down there. I'm going to lose the whole game straight off, basically. As I say, I really want to get these 3 dice blocks in with the Minotaur.
I'm excited, Jim.
It reminds me of the famous story of Nurgling and the Great Unclean One.
People the ball, that's always nice to see. I've spent many turns failing to pick up a ball as Chaos. And that's, again, just look at that, that's some really bad positioning there, playing against Woodies. All he needs to do really is dodge this guy through, base the ball carrier, get a 1 dice block with him. I'd take that, but still. Feels like he's actually trying to outbash me rather than go for the ball. Just get the Minotaur down.
The strength of a bear. Unfortunately, fighting skills of a field bow.
So here he's lining himself up for a foul on the Minotaur, which would put me in quite a bad place compared to where I started. Very much being outbashed here as Chaos against Woodies. The horror. And he just kept rolling defender stumbles all day, but the armor held up. There goes the guy to hassle the ball carrier.
Put some pressure on the ball carrier.
And he goes the foul.
The players on the ground.
Shut the red card out.
About to get a kick.
5 gold pieces.
But he doesn't. He gets a 2.
I think
He's sent off, and I'm now in a much better position than I was before, somehow. Except for this, obviously. This is kind of bad news. See if I'm going to really struggle to knock down a War Dancer. So I'm trying to get as much basing as I can while not making it easy for him to block me like he has been doing. Not quite sure what I was doing there. Maybe I should have blitzed with that guy and then brought him down. I guess I really wanted to blitz the Minotaur again. Now the reason for that was wild animal on the Minotaur. I could have just stood him up and blitzed or blocked with this guy. But without the blitz, the Minotaur standing him up, he'd probably stay on the ground, which I really didn't want at this point. So I thought I'll use the blitz, which worked. Didn't get the guy down, but I got the Minotaur up in the middle of his guys. Now he can't get enough support on me easily, which is a bit better. And I'll just try and push the Dancer away.
Wouldn't they be better dodging out of the
Double
way rather
skulls.
than
I need to reroll that,
No, Jim.
which is unfortunate, down to 1 reroll on turn 3. Oh dear. But pretty unfortunate rolls for him there. It's Snake Eyes using a reroll for the dodge. So that's quite the turnaround. Now I'll attempt to form some sort of cage, but this isn't really a cage at all. This whole first half I've just been really poor with protecting the ball. So I put him there that if he tries to dodge out, he's got to make a 3+. Maybe I should have put him next to the Dancer.
fair fight can be so overrated. There's always room in sport for a scrap like this. Smack.
Oh. Oh, he's injured. That's pretty much the game plan of Chaos against what is particularly fresh Chaos. You just want to get rid of as many of those elves as possible. I mean, you always want to get rid of as many elves as possible, but I've been quite disappointed up to this point that I've not actually got any of them out off the pitch until that guy. So just going for basing, covering them, seeing what I can manage. I do get a power on the War Dancer there. Breaks armor, but it's a stun. He's really intent on bashing my guys away here.
The other boys stood there like stars, with such easy prey.
But now he does have to go off the ball like he should have been doing, I think,
Nice.
so far.
Very nice.
This is where having
And
the
impossible to tackle.
warrior as the carrier came in sort of handy because he had to get 2 assists, get the 2 dice block. But he does get him down. I really should have had better positioning, or at least more protection on that ball. But that's as far as the dancer can get to you. Still, this is potentially game over already. Grabs the ball, passes it off, but it's a 1.
The ball is handed off and play continues uninterrupted.
So at least he's also down to 1 reroll, but this is not a good place to be. Just try and cover off his guys so he can't easily dodge or block me. And I should rely on the Minotaur not being stupid here. I do get him down, which is pretty huge. And it's never on the break, and never stun. Down the Elves. And of course, the guy in 2 tackle zones catches it on a 5. So, lots of good moves that can be made from there. And again, he gets the Snake Eyes using the team reroll. That's an absolute disaster. That, I think, would have won in the game if you hadn't got the Snake Eyes there. All he needs to do is, well, I say all he needs to do is sort of get out of here a bit. They're what else, they can do it, but still. If you go around and roll 1s, there's not much else you can do. So, counter blessings there. So I bring this guy around so that if the Minotaur does block him, I get 3 dice.
Solid tactic. If you kill him, you'll carry the ball.
And it's the first KO. I was hoping for a few more of those before this point, but can't complain too much, especially if the ones is been rolling.
Look out!
Again, trying to maximise the 3 dice blocks to get him down, seeing as I don't have block, because I dodge. And it does get him down, but it's never stun. Still, I've freed up the ball, so I can't be too upset.
Not up to much today.
Now it's my turn to roll a 1.
And it didn't come off.
And that's my rerolls, and amazingly, scatters to this guy who catches it. So, what would he do here? I'm surprised he takes these blocks up first. Particularly no rerolls left or block on these guys. So he gets his dance to give an assist. Blitzes, leaps, and fails.
Careful though. The
Ouch.
higher you leap, the longer you fall.
So I have been really lucky up to this point. More than my opponent's been very unlucky to keep me going. But still, this isn't a great place to be in. It's turn 7. I really need to get a long way down the pitch. This is almost my last ditch pass and potato play to make, which is not what I wanted to be doing. Oh,
Sometimes cute
wild animal.
animals like this forget the sport and embrace their wild side.
So I'm trying to make sure these guys don't cause too much hassle. Wanted to make sure I have more than one player up here though.
This formation gives them a safe progression. It's going to be hard to make them lose the ball.
Maybe I should have gone for the block there first, but if it did. So that's what happened.
He's going to sleep.
So it was a little bit ballsy. We had them both down. Decided to take them both down, and it did pay off. Legends KO as a player while I was okay. So yeah. Possibly stupid. Ballsy play. So he just needs his dancer to come in and get a 2 dice block.
Knuckles, balls.
Now he gets it.
They're going for the
No,
ball.
missed that. And he got a both down and a defender down. Now if it was me, I would have took the both down, so he's got a good chance of catching the ball on the bounce. But he took the pow, pushed him over here.
That's it. Aim for the ball, Kelly. Take them down.
So the ball's scattered there. You could argue either way. I took the both down. I don't know if that was really critical or not, but it was something that stood out to me in this game. Okay. Critical play to make now. I need to protect the ball at least. I don't know if I rely on the Minotaur or not. We'll see. It's a pretty significant place to be in. Although I did miss it, have this guy here as a scoring threat. Movement 7 lineman. I think I might go for the surf here. I do.
Will the big one manage
And it
to lay
works.
out an opponent of half his strength?
Nothing better than hitting someone smaller than you.
Hang on, did you see that? Oh, he's going to
It's KO'd. Which is quite good. Plus I got a Minotaur next to the ball, which is always nice, even if he doesn't have tentacles yet. So, I say it's next to the ball, not quite sure I moved back there. Nope, seems a bit silly. Oh, it was so that this guy could reach? No? No, I don't know what I was thinking there. So, I've got a choice. I can either bring these guys up, try and cover the ball, hope he doesn't pick it up, and get over there and cause some shenanigans. Or, seeing as this is my offence and I really need to score, I can go for the Hail Mary. So, I forgot there's a war dance from the floor. Could not do that. Hail Mary time.
failure that
And
lost
he
his team, did it?
fumbles it. I didn't quite counter the ball, but that's quite a good scatter for me. 10-8, that was feeling pretty good. He's got no rerolls. This guy's tied up, apart from this one. He probably was tied up. But he does get the ball. So, of course, he makes a great pass. No interception.
That's a completion.
Catches.
What's their next play?
Hand off. And just needs to avoid the tripwire at the end.
Easy.
He makes it, and that's why Wood Elf linemen are the best in the game. Or at least that's what my opponent said. And it's hard to argue with that sort of touchdown.
And it's gone.
So I'm 1-0 down at half time, and it's his offence. It's not looking good. It's very difficult to stop Wood Elves from scoring on a good day. It's not a great day. So 2 of his 3 KO players woke up there. I think critically the War Dance is still out. He had his guy who was sent off, which is sort of unfortunate.
I can't see
And
how
his
the
casualty, and
smallest
I've got my
one
whole team, which I'm quite happy with.
Be a real kick in the head to have to
So this is my preferred setup against, well, most teams, has most teams. Sort of Chevron's formation that's somewhat aggressive, pushing forward, sort of avoiding any easy assists. And he just sets up, trying to avoid the blocks. Oh, he does he? No, he goes back. Back into base contact, which I found interesting. Oh no, no. Thinks better of it. Still, I'm not that hopeful of stopping him from scoring at this point. Perfect defense. That is quite big. That was quite a big kickoff result for me. So this may, as I said at the time, this may be a huge mistake, but I went for a very aggressive line of scrimmage setup here. Basing his players, stopping him from easily running down, but not really covering on the back pitch too much. Oh no, I did. Left a couple of safeties back there, seeing as I've got the players. And a very, very, very aggressive front line here. So, what does he do?
A loose ball is a dangerous ball. Goody.
Bit of coverage for the ball.
They picked up the ball. I suppose I should say something memorable or funny here.
He's looking fairly safe down there. And he's just trying to do a very fiddly spread screen, which may be his best option at this point. Possibly hoping I'll move out of position myself, so I just sort of advance in ranks, trying to stop him from doing the same.
He'll get an assist now. Wuss.
Oh, there goes the Minotaur.
Having to help his buddy. That's gonna hurt.
With arms like three
Another R break for the Minotaur,
going to be one result in that
but
spat.
he's not blessed with casualty. Not this time anyway. And I can press in. So I feel like I've got him boxed in a little bit here. It's going to be very difficult for him to block his way out. He doesn't have that many players to play with either. So that, thanks to the perfect defense, I'm feeling pretty good here.
The carrier himself blocks.
Knocks down the warrior, but it's both down, so we can go back to basing those two, which is what I want to do. He just wants to dodge away. And it's another one. Ouch. Doesn't reroll it this time.
Let the bed bugs bite.
Having not got the extra
Really? Don't let them.
team
They're
reroll.
massive and can take your hand right off.
Maybe regretting it though, because he got knocked out, leaving him with a very clear path to the ball. But it's a bit far. Just a bit too far for a Chaos team to really take advantage of. I'm just having a one square per turn advance here for the most part. I'm trying to sort of quite evenly enclose his players here and try and maximise the free dice blocks, as I've said.
The harder they punch.
Sometimes the underdog wins.
Smack. He's KO'd.
We may see that.
Kind of been praying for a casualty throughout, but you can't be upset with getting a few KOs in there. Don't want him just running through there. And he can reach for a blitz, but he fails to go for it. We'll have to reroll, I thought, in this case though. Blitz, dodge. I'll take it. I'm guessing he's planning to blitz this guy out of the way, but then he won't get that far past him.
Greased balls would struggle to dodge through that defensive lineup.
That's not left him a real path to get out with his ball carrier.
Don't forget to pick up
And he fails to go for it too. He does have to re-roll that one.
I wonder how fast they'll be after I look at some legs. They're building a cage around the ball here.
That's
Solid shot.
sort of a cage. So I'm going to try and defend as best I can do. Still feeling pretty good about my positioning this half compared to the first one. If he does get through, he's not going to score straight away. Don't rely on the Minotaur to blitz this time, so I tried the movement, it failed. I'm kind of expecting that if you don't blitz him. Not sure why I moved him in there actually. But I do get a POW. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that block actually. Pushing him there, he just dodges out. Picks the ball up on a 3+, not too hard. And then what can you do? This is probably a mistake, so I move him back. Don't want him running off down there and becoming a scoring threat. So, let's see what he does. Covers all our players so we can get the... Oh! Rerolls into a double skull. I do feel he didn't have the best luck in this game, Killer Rich, in my opinion. Otherwise I think he'd have won without question. Wood Elves in this sort of matchup shouldn't have too many problems to score. So, get myself a 3 dice block, push on the ball, see if we can scatter it into my hands. Second attack, hate having to try and pick it up as chaos. I'll take that. that's pretty safe.
Gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich.
So he's got this guy. He's got his catcher who can dodge, so I'll just cover him off. And steal the ball.
On that ball. And now the opposing team has paid the price.
So we've both turned over each other.
Keep pushing.
It's a cheeky standing horns blitz with no prior movement. I'm not quite sure if that's allowed in tabletop or not. But it's fair game here. At this point I feel I can take the risk to leave him, even with his movement 7 he can get 1, 2, 3, 4 to there, go for it, go for it. I feel it's better to cover the ball carrier now. And see what extra blocks I can get in before I can score his touchdown.
Very nice moves.
Brings this guy down. Right, now at this point, I could, move at 5, just run the ball in for the touchdown. That gives him 3 turns to score, which is pretty doable for the Elves. He's got 3 guys knocked out. Don't think he's got a babe, so 1 or 2 of those should come back. He's got a few players, he's got a war dancer, a catcher. He can probably score in 2 or 3 turns. So the decision is, do I hold off for the draw? Bit risky. Do I score, try and turn him over again? Probably should do that. But in my head, what I actually thought was, oh, I can just stall until full time and then play into extra time, not realising this is a normal scheduled league game, so there is no extra time. So that was the reasoning behind my broken logic here. I think I'll just sort these guys out. Again, not risk using the Minotaur for some crucial blitz here. Just try and make sure the ball is totally safe and stall to turn 16. Thinking incorrectly that I get extra time and extra time, having then got an extra, 3-4 turns of blocks against Wood Elves, I might have got more players down and be in a good position to win rather than him possibly go up to 2-1.
Less pressure on the ball.
Having said that, I'm really not getting the casualties I was hoping for. Might even be time to bring out the studded boots. Yep. I go for the war dance reverse.
On the player's neck with those studded boots that hard?
That's nothing. So yes.
Only good elf is a dead elf, but a knocked out war dancer's halfway there. So here I think he's trying to get into this very loose cage. Cause some mischief. Places a second there and fails another dodge. Having now used his rerolls. So, I can make myself pretty safe here. Possibly do a sideline cage. Maybe, maybe not. He could dodge into it. Still. But as I said, I was thinking, for some reason, we're playing into extra time, so I just thought, right, let's just kill as many people as I can. And play the next half and try and score that way.
Is this going to be enough to come out on top?
Something exciting's about to happen.
But that's not how it works.
Here on Cabal Vision HD.
And instead we just ended up with a 1-1 draw, which isn't bad, you know. I was coming into this game with Chaos with literally no SPP at all. Against Wood Elves, who were pretty good at 1,000 team value. Expecting to lose in the week 1 preview. That's what the guys did. They had the Wood Elves down as winning this game, and I would have done too. But I think it's really down to the pretty bad luck that the Elves have got in this game. I did run it through ones and skulls afterwards. It turns out his dodges were fairly even. There wasn't an abundance of ones. It just felt like it to me. But it's just the quantity of ones without the dodge skill is you're going to fail a bunch. I guess it was just more obvious that he just, whenever he failed to dodge on a 1, he tended to, and then re-rolled it. That was a 1-2, and that really stings.
I think he's going to make him
So I'm not particularly trying to be harsh here. I'm going for the numbers win in extra time, is what my head's thinking. And he went for the balls completely out, dodge round the cage onto the ball carrier, which is a pretty good shot. Kind of has to take it, because if he knocks him down, I've probably lost. But he didn't. And we ended 1-1, and that was game 1 in week 1 of Division 5 of GMAN. And to avoid any, well, it's not a spoiler, in week 2, unfortunately my opponent has had to quit the league, which I was very happy about because it was a dwarf team. I did not want to play a dwarf team full of block with Chaos without any block at all. And my warrior got MVP, which is quite nice. So going into the stats, let's have a look. He did 19 blocks, very bashy first half he played. It didn't pay off for him, he didn't get any KOs or injuries. I got the 4 KOs, I think he knocked one of his own players out. And I got that 1 injury. I was really hoping for more injuries. Wasn't to be. But coming out the game with a 1-1 draw, I was pretty happy with, actually. Not expecting that. So, that's been my first game. Let me know what you think. Let me know what to improve, because I've never done this before. And I'll see you next week. Technically, week 3 against Norse.